Hey space enthusiasts, ever wondered what makes Mars so fascinating? We've been staring at that tiny red dot in the sky for centuries, and thanks to modern science, we've uncovered some incredible facts about our neighboring planet. From its bizarre seasons to its mysterious moons, here are 6 mind-blowing facts about Mars that might just change the way you think about the red planet. Let's dive in. First off, did you know that Mars isn't actually red? We often refer to it as the red planet, but that's not entirely accurate. Mars's surface is covered in iron-rich rocks. When iron is exposed to oxygen, it rusts, giving Mars its reddish hue. But that red dust is just a thin veneer. If you brush it aside, you'll find a much more diverse palette. Think butterscotch, gold, tan, even brown. Dig a few inches below the surface and you'll find bluish grey soil. So, the next time someone calls Mars the red planet, you can drop some knowledge and tell them it's more like the rusty butterscotch planet. Appearances can be deceiving, even on a planetary scale. Now let's talk about Mars's moons, Phobos and Deimos. These aren't your typical moons, like our own lovely lunar companion. They're more like cosmic oddballs. Discovered in 1877, they're named after the Greek gods of fear and dread. Phobos, the larger of the two, is a lumpy potato-shaped object with a massive crater called Stickney. Deimos, on the other hand, is tiny and smooth, almost like a giant space peanut. Phobos orbits incredibly close to Mars, at just 3,700 miles away. To put that in perspective, our moon orbits Earth at about 238,900 miles. The real mystery? We're still not sure where they came from. They could be captured asteroids snagged by Mars's gravity millions of years ago, or they might be remnants of a massive impact, shattered pieces of a once larger Martian moon. Phobos is on a collision course, slowly spiraling toward Mars, and will either crash into the planet or break apart into a ring in about 50 million years. Did you know that Mars has 4 seasons just like Earth? Well, sort of. A Martian year is about twice as long as an Earth year, clocking in at 687 Earth days. That means its seasons are much longer too, with some lasting up to 200 days. During Martian winter, the planet's polar ice caps expand, reaching down towards the equator. But as the planet warms up, the ice caps shrink back, almost entirely disappearing during the summer. Mars summer is a wild ride of extreme temperature swings. We're talking from a scorching 68 degrees Fahrenheit to a bone-chilling minus 284 degrees Fahrenheit in the same day. And if that wasn't enough, Mars throws in massive dust storms for good measure. Chapter 4. Liquid water on Mars. We all know Earth is the blue planet, a sparkling oasis in the vastness of space. But did you know Mars has its own liquid water? Now hold on, don't picture any Martian beaches just yet. In 2018, scientists made a groundbreaking discovery, a massive lake of liquid water hidden beneath Mars's southern ice cap. This subglacial lake is buried a mile beneath the surface, trapped under layers of ice and rock. And it's not just a puddle. We're talking a body of water at least 12 miles across. This Martian lake is incredibly salty, far saltier than any ocean on Earth. These dissolved salts act like antifreeze, allowing it to remain liquid even at temperatures far below freezing. Could this hidden lake harbor life? Only time and further investigation will tell. Chapter 5. Mars Poisonous Soil. From a distance, Mars might look inviting, a rusty red landscape ripe for exploration. But don't let those picturesque views fool you. Mars is a harsh mistress, and one of her deadliest secrets lies hidden in plain sight: her soil. The Martian soil isn't exactly what you'd call fertile. It's laced with a chemical called perchlorate, and it's everywhere. Perchlorate is used in rocket fuel and explosives, and exposure to high levels can cause all sorts of health problems. Under the relentless bombardment of UV radiation from the sun, perchlorate breaks down into a toxic cocktail. This deadly mixture can wreak havoc on living cells, making it nearly impossible for even the hardiest of microbes to survive. So if you were dreaming of packing your bags and starting a Martian garden, you might want to reconsider. Chapter 6. Mars is a robot playground. Here's a fun fact. Mars is the only planet we know of that's entirely inhabited by robots. Forget aliens and little green men. On Mars, it's all about our mechanical emissaries. Since 1997, NASA has been sending wave after wave of robotic explorers to the Red Planet. We're talking 5 rovers, including the famous Curiosity and Perseverance, each one more sophisticated than the last, and it's not just rovers. A fleet of orbiters circles Mars, their watchful eyes scanning the surface from above. But perhaps the most impressive feat of Martian robotics is Ingenuity, a tiny helicopter that has been making history by flying through the thin Martian atmosphere. With no signs of life just yet, these robots are the closest thing Mars has to inhabitants, at least for now. Mars is full of surprises, and these are just the tip of the iceberg. With more missions planned and new discoveries on the horizon, who knows what else we'll uncover about our fascinating neighbor. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more space adventures. Let us know in the comments which Mars fact blew your mind the most. Until next time, keep looking up.